Hey, it's Ryan Glover. I wanted to do this video about Israel and Palestine. I think it's horrible, the things that we've been seeing on the news. I saw like this video, this father like holding like, his daughter. And I thought like, that was really unfortunate. I think we have to go back to the very beginning in 1948 when Israel started. And I blame the US for this because it was already people who were living in this area that is now Israel. The Palestinians were already there. They were already occupied. So you bring people who like aren't from this area, even like historically, we know that they had no right to this land, which is called Israel. But somehow they obtained it, and this is the land where they have settled, and now it's a country. But how they treated the Palestinians in the aftermath after that, it wasn't like they treated them like they were equal. They created an apartheid type system where they were able to dispossess Palestinians of the land that they had lived on before 1948. So even with that in consideration, I think it doesn't justify the terrorist attacks of Hamas. I feel terrorism is horrible. But what Israel has done is also horrible. I think they've also committed war crimes, but they don't ever admit to committing war crimes. They always say that they're doing what is appropriate, but it seems to be a lot of injustice by the Israeli government that the United States government is silent on. Joe Biden even wants to give Israel $10 billion for humanitarian funding. And I have a problem with that because the Israeli government has not been doing things fairly. They have not been treating the Palestinians fairly. And while these terrorist attacks are atrocious, the treatment of the Palestinians before any of this happened is equally as bad. And I feel that's where we need to hear the Biden administration kind of saying Israel needs to change some things in their country, the way that they're continually dispossessing land from the Palestinians. So it's an unfortunate state of affairs. And while I think Israel in concept is a beautiful thing, and I understand the idea of protecting Jews from anti-Semitism, particularly after the Holocaust. However, you cannot just steal people's land and then treat the people who lived in that land like crap. And I think the United States government is kind of tone deaf to that. So no, I don't think the Biden administration should be giving $10 billion to Israel.